And a happy Independence Day to you too. So, I'm back again. Once again, sitting around reading things, watching things, listening to things, and ideas pop into my head, things that I feel compelled to get out of my system and present you with, perhaps with the opportunity to give you some food for thought. I'm going to make two videos today. This first one, this is going to be relatively short, I think. It should be. It's about human nature and how we as Americans tend to think that only our human nature is important, while human nature in others, nah, not so much. As an example, how many of you have been reading on social media, particularly Facebook, these articles about UN vehicles in America, how the UN is going to have troops stationed here in America, how the UN is going to be used to confiscate our firearms because, of course, our local police and military wouldn't dare do that. So there are these articles out there. I know you've seen them. I know you've seen the videos showing the UN vehicles going down the highway, etc. And I see what you post. I see your responses to this. Your responses are, I'll be damned, not in my country. Boy, it sure would be bad if we messed up those pretty blue bonnets on their heads, wouldn't it? Implying, of course, that we're going to fight back. We will resist. We're not going to stand for some outside force occupying our country. How dare they even consider it? Okay, I'm with you. I don't think they should be here either. In fact, I don't think the United States should even be in the United Nations. But that's a whole different story. The fact is, when somebody presents the idea to you of even the potential, the possibility of another nation or a foreign entity or some other outside force occupying our country for whatever purpose, you go apoplectic. You lose your shit, so to speak. And rightly so. I mean, it doesn't make me happy either. I wouldn't stand for it. But now, you individuals, and you know who you are, who would never stand for that, are you the same people who think it's okay for the United States to have numerous military bases throughout the Middle East? Hmm? Come on, be honest. Do you think it's okay for the United States to continue to occupy countries around the globe? Come on. I know you're hedging. I know you're looking down at the floor now and you're trying to think about it and you're just not quite sure how you want to answer this one because you know you have been. You know you've supported this idea that the US military should be spreading democracy or defending the United States around the globe. However you care to word it, however you care to rationalize it. The fact is we have last count, close to 200 military bases around the globe, a great many of them in the Middle East. Now, think about it for a minute. If you will not stand for another country occupying the United States of America, why the hell would you be surprised if another country does not want us occupying them? Do you think it might piss off a few people? And then ask yourself, well, why are we in those countries? And let's use the most recent one. I won't even go back to the Korean War or World War II. Let's just talk about the most recent one. We're still in Afghanistan. Now, why were we there in the first place? We were told back during the Bush administration, Republican, okay? I know you Republicans like to beat up the Democrats, and the Democrats like to beat up the Republicans, and both of you beat each other up, but neither one of you is willing to accept responsibility for the stupid shit you do. But Bush told us we were going there because that's probably where Osama bin Laden was, and we needed to get Osama bin Laden because he was the mastermind of the 9/11 attacks. Well, we got Osama bin Laden, didn't we? I mean, we were told that. Our government told us that. The same government that you believe on everything else, so you have to believe this. So why are we still in Afghanistan? Why are we still occupying that country? Do you think we might be pissing off a few people over there simply by being there? And let's look at other countries in the Middle East that we occupy. Why are we there? You know why. I'm not even going to get into why. You know damn well why. But the fact is, if we are there, we're occupying someone else's country, it's going to piss people off. It's human nature. Just the same way it's going to piss us off if someone tries to occupy our country. Why do you think just because we're Americans that we can do this stuff and get away with it and we're not supposed to accept it from others? I just want you to think about that. It's called human nature. Give it some thought.